This announcement from the Democrats here that they have reached an agreement with President Trump over the debt ceiling raise, a spending resolution as well here, and of course the Harvey aid funding. You made the point that this is great, but it runs until December 15, and then what? So I guess my question would be, and then what?
And that's the right question to ask. Let me say parenthetically, just for markets, I tend to be a little old school about these sorts of things. I'll wait for definitive word. I'll wait to hear from Senate Majority Leader and the House Speaker as well about just to make sure everybody's on board with this. Let's assume it's true. No reason to think that it's not right now. What you have is either a 3-month extension or a suspension of the debt ceiling, not really sure which, but debt ceiling is taken care of for some period of time. You've got the first tranche of Harvey relief going forward. What you've got is you'll have a second tranche. You'll probably have a tranche of Irma funding also. That will all come around a 3-month continuing resolution or temporary government funding bill. And then you will have by December a situation where the debt ceiling has to be suspended or raised again. Last time in 2015 it was suspended. You've also got to deal with government funding either by continuing to kick the can down or coming up with some sort of resolution. Now, in the middle of all that, just to confuse everybody further, Republicans this fall have to come up with something on the budget. The budget is necessary as a guidepost, a roadmap for spending. It's also important because they intend to use budget process, which requires only simple majorities in the House and the Senate, to do tax reform. So what you have is a kick the can down the road for 3 months on all the issues I just mentioned. Meanwhile, you're going to have a fight on the budget. Is it going to be a continuation of the last 4 fiscal years, which has been basically stable funding? Or is it going to be a situation where, as the president would prefer, he gets more money for defense spending, less money coming, and takes that money out of domestic spending? If you can get a budget from the Republicans, you got a good chance for tax reform. If you can't get it, it's done.